It is in a classroom in the daytime. Students are shown sitting in groups, and Peter is standing at the door. He looks around for some seconds and turns around to leave. Right by the door, he sees Ada, and he greets her. "Hi, Ada. Have you seen my..." While he's still talking, Ada cuts him in. "I went to look for you, Pete. How is she? Is she getting any better? Do you have news about her current situation?" But Pete is confused. How is who? What are you talking about? Ada also is looking confused. "Are you joking? How is your sister Chelsea, who collapsed in class this morning? Is she alright now?" Peter exclaimed, "Jesus! What did you just say? Chelsea collapsed? You are joking, right?" Ada looks confused also at this point. "Joking with such thing? Your parents came and moved her from the school clinic. You were not aware?" Pete exclaims, "Oh my God! Chelsea, what happened to her?" Ada then answers him, "I don't know. She collapsed while in class this morning and was rushed to the school clinic." Peter zooms off while shouting, "Jesus! Oh my God!" It is in Emma's sitting room, and it is day. Emma and Vivian are shown coming into the house from the outside. Peter rushes in from the inside. "Pete, Mommy, where is Chelsea? Is she alright? How is she? What happened to her?" But Emma and Vivian ignores Pete. Pete continues, "Mommy, please talk to me. Where is Chelsea? Is she alright?" At this point, Mrs. Vivian answers him, "If I hear my name from your mouth again, thunder will fire you. In fact, may thunder fire you for calling me my name with that stupid mouth of yours." Mimicking him, "Where is Chelsea? Is she alright? Yen yen yen, Mr. Kieran, rubbish." Peter looks devastated, but Mommy, his father cuts him in sharply. "You have only but one task, Peter. Your only task is to look after her and keep her safe, but you keep flogging continuously. Where were you when she collapsed in the school today? Let me even start with, did you remind her to check her sugar level this morning? Did you check to see that she took her sugar stabilizer? I am quite sure your uselessness wouldn't allow you to. Of what use are you in this house if you cannot carry out the only simple task given to you? How can you be so useless?" his father queried. Peter replies, "Daddy, I made sure she did all those things. I asked her and she said she did. I made sure of that." Vivian fired in, "Liar! You are a chronic liar. Because she is not here, you blame her for your failure. Just pray that nothing happens to my child. Just pray that nothing happens to her. If not, you will regret." At this point, tearing Pete cuts in also. "Mommy, please, where is she? Is she okay?" Vivian fired back, almost slapping him. "Don't you dare ask me that useless question again. If you cared about her well-being, you wouldn't be in that hospital right now. But pray to whatever you believe in that nothing happens to her. Just pray, useless fool." Angry Emma looks at him and rants, "Just get out of here. I don't want to see your good-for-nothing face again. Just get lost." But Peter, who is tearing at this time, begs them, "Please, someone should tell me what is happening with my only sister. Please, tell me how she is." Emma shouted, "I said get out of my sight before I will do something I will regret." At this point, Pete walks towards the inside slowly, while Vivian says, "And make sure I don't see you anywhere near my kitchen. That is the only thing you are good at." The next day, Peter is shown at the school premises sitting under a shade. He looks absent-minded and distant. Ada comes to him, and Ada says, "Hi, Pete." But Pete doesn't reply her. Ada shouts again, "Peter, where is your mind at?" At this point, Pete snaps and then says, "Ada, it's you. I am sorry. I didn't hear you coming. How are you?" Ada sits beside him. Ada replies, "You are thinking about her, right? How is she?" But Peter answers, "What? No, Chelsea is fine. She's having a bed rest at home." Ada replies, "Oh, that's good to hear. But you are not all right. What is happening?" Pete looks at her with a fake smile. "I am fine. Nothing is happening. I am just resting. But Ada is not convinced. She says, that is not true. I stood there watching you for some time before coming here. I saw you wipe tears off from your eyes, and I know that is not a sign of being alright. I am your friend, Pete. You can talk to me. What is happening? I may not have the instant solution, but it may feel less painful when shared. Peter also is not giving in. I am truly fine. Believe me, I was just resting and thinking about some things, but I am fine. At this point, Ada gives up. If you insist, but I want you to know that I am your friend, and I will listen whenever you wish to talk. I am that friend who is willing to listen, okay? Peter nods. Thank you for the offer, but believe me, I am fine, Ada. Ada then says, alright, I came to ask you about Chelsea and to also inform you that I will follow you home after school to see her. I have missed her a lot. Peter smiles and says, that will be good. She will be very happy to leave you. Then Ada leaves him. Let me leave you. See you after school, and please be good. Ada stands up, and Peter replies, yeah, thank you. See you after school. Ada walks off. Pete sits quietly again. And then he remembers Vivian's words, how she said, liar. You are a chronic liar. Because she is not here, you blame her for your failure. Just pray that nothing happens to my child. Just pray that nothing happens to her. If not, you will regret. While tears is rolling down from his eyes, he also remembers what his father Emma said to him. You have only but one task, Peter. Your only task is to look after her and keep her safe. But you keep flopping continuously. Where were you when she collapsed in the school today? Let me even start with, did you remind her to check her sugar level this morning? Did you check to see that she took her sugar stabilizer? I am quite sure your uselessness wouldn't allow you to do that. Of what use are you in this house if you cannot carry out the only simple task given to you? How can you be so useless? Tears drops down from Peter's eyes as he remembers all this, and he wipes them off. It is in Chelsea's room that evening, and Chelsea is shown sitting on the bed, resting her back against the bedhead. Peter sits beside her on the bed, holding her hand. Chelsea began, I am so sorry. I never meant to cause any panic. I thought I could skip the pain of piercing my fingers for some time. I thought I could live on my own without those things for just a while. I didn't know it would turn out like that. I am truly sorry. Peter replies, and you lied to me all the while. I remember asking you if you've done the necessary things, and you kept saying yes. You didn't just get me worried, Chels. You scared me. What would I have done if something had happened to you? You are the only sibling I have, Chels. You are the person I love most in this world. What would I have done if anything happened to you? Chelsea replies remorsefully, I am truly sorry, Pete. I thought I could live freely for a while. I am sorry for whatever that cost you, okay? And I promise I will never do that again. I will never put you in such situation again, I promise. Please forgive me. Pete replies, please don't. I don't know if I will survive it if anything happens to you. You are currently the only reason I see life as worth living, and I don't know what I would do if you are not here. Please don't make me imagine that again. Chelsea replies, you have started saying those things I warned you about saying again. There are many reasons to enjoy life, Pete. Stop making life sound so uninteresting. At that point, the door opens and Vivian comes in. She is dressed corporately. Pete leaves Chelsea's hands and stands up, while Vivian says to Chelsea, hi, my love. How are you feeling now? Peter replies, good morning, Mom. Vivian answers him, good morning, Peter. I hope you made sure she took her drugs promptly. Chelsea says, I am very fine, Mom. I took my drugs and I don't need Pete to babysit me. You came home early today. Vivian replied, I came to take care of you, my love, and I am glad you are doing great. Chelsea says, smiling, you always treat me like I am a baby. Can you stop already? But Vivian says, of course you are my baby. You will forever be my baby no matter how big you grow. At this point, Pete feels sad. He walks towards the door. But Vivian stops him. Pete, get the kitchen ready for me to prepare dinner. Bring out a portion of the meat from the freezer and put it in the water to defreeze. If you like, waste the whole evening doing that. Let me know when you are through. Peter answers slowly, "Yes, Mom." Peter exits the room. The next day at school, Peter and Jake are shown sitting down, eating popcorns and discussing. Peter asks Jake, "Do your parents treat any of your siblings differently?" But Jake asks, "Differently how?" Peter answers, "Like being more mean to the person, treating him or her like the others are more important, or show more love to the others." But Jake replies, "Why would they do that? Did they not give birth to 3 of us the same way? The only thing they do sometimes is pampering Maya more. When you ask them, they will say it's because she's the baby of the house." Peter then answers, "So they treat all of you with equal love?" And Jake replies, "Of course. Why would they treat us differently?" Peter says, "That's good." Jake answers, "Why did you ask?" But Peter answered him, "Nothing. Just wondering if that is a thing." Jake then says, "Well, not in my family. We all get the same love and treatment." Pete keeps quiet and looks forlorn. Jake is then concerned. He asks him, "Pete, are you alright?" But Pete answers, "Yes, I am." Jake says, "I doubt that. You don't look alright to me. What are you thinking about?" Pete replies, "I said I am fine, Jay. I am fine." But Peter is not convinced. Is anything happening at home recently? You've become withdrawn and distant. Is it about Chelsea's head? Pete replies, "No, Chelsea is fine. And I am fine too. Nothing is going on. Stop assuming what is not happening." Jake then replies, "Well, if you say so, but I seriously doubt you are fine. I've known you since junior secondary school, and I know when you are alright. I won't force you to say whatever. It is true. But I think you should share. It will help a lot." Pete then looks at his watch. "Break time is almost over," he said. "We should start heading to the classroom now." Peter affirms, "Yes, of course, but still don't forget that I am your friend and you can talk to me." Pete and Jake stands up, and Peter replies, "I won't forget that when there is an actual need to share." Later that evening, Peter is walking on the roadside wearing his school uniform and carrying a school bag. Ada walks up to him and holds his hand. Peter turns and looks at her. And Peter says, "Ah, Ada, what's up?" But Ada frowns and keeps quiet. "What is it, Ada? Why are you doing your face like a child caught by her mom stealing milk?" Peter teased her. Ada answered, "Is it not you?" Peter asked in surprise, "Me? What did I do?" Then Ada replied, "These days that Chelsea has not come to school, you've ignored me completely. You haven't been to our class, and you go home alone after school without even waiting for me. Are you avoiding me?" she asked with concern. Peter scoffs. "Are you being serious right now? Why would I avoid you? Are we quarreling?" And then Ada replied, "I should be asking you that. You haven't checked on me since then. You don't even wait after school. You just zoom off." Peter smells. "That is because Chelsea is not there. She's the one I usually come to see in your class or wait for after school." Ada then said, "So if Chelsea is not there, you cannot come and see me or wait for me. Is it only your sister you care about? Are we not friends as well?" Peter replied, "Really? I don't know what you want me to say, Ada. I know we are friends, but..." He's still talking when Ada cuts him in. "But you don't care about me as far as Chelsea is not there, right?" Peter then says calmly, "It is not like that. It's just that I have been focused on so many things and I don't really know what to say, but it is nothing like what you think," he assures her. "Well, I only wish you know that your sister is not the only person you should care about, and she's not also the only one who truly cares about you. I hope you will not continue being blind to the feelings of the others who truly care about you." Peter smells. "I am sorry if it feels like I've been avoiding you, but I haven't. It's only been a very busy period. My mind haven't been clear lately." Ada then replied, "Yet, you wouldn't share what bothers you. You are just so rigid." Peter smiles again. "Don't worry about me, Ada. I am fine. And I will do better, okay?" He assures her. "I hope so. I really do. And I am going home with you to see Chelsea. I've missed her." "She'll be glad to see you," Peter said. "She's been asking about you." They walk on. The next day, Peter and Chelsea are in the kitchen. Peter sits on a chair with 6 gift cards on the desk before him. He reads the card. Chelsea stands by the sink doing the dishes. Peter begins. "This one is from Jane, and it says, 'Get well soon, dear Chelsea. We are all missing you.'" Chelsea smiles. From Jane? I didn't know we are that close though." Peter then replied, "Hard times reveals true friends, you know." Or she could be playing to the gallery. "This one is from Ryan. Better come back before another person takes your sitting position. Don't mind me. Please get well soon, dear Chelsea." Chelsea laughs. "Ryan must always be a cow. Don't worry, I'll deal with him when I get to school." Peter says in amusement, "These guys really love you. They wouldn't let me rest in school. They all want to know how you are doing." Chelsea affirmed with a smile, "They shouldn't worry. I'll be in school on Monday." "This one is from Jake," Pete said. "Please come back already, my lollipop. Have I not missed you enough? Get well soon, please." "Oh my God," Chelsea exclaimed. "What is Jake's car doing there? Is he among my classmates?" Peter laughs aloud. "Probably because he cares about you. He sent flowers too." "Aww," Chelsea said. "That's so sweet of him. I'll see him on Monday." Peter. "This one is from..." Peter is still talking when Chelsea calls him in. "But there is someone whose card I've been waiting to hear you read." Peter. "Whose card is it?" Peter asks. "Is it Ada's?" "No," Chelsea replied. "Yours. I haven't read or heard about your card. Or wouldn't I get a card from you?" Peter smiles and laughs out loud. "Oh, really? But you know that the things I have for you cannot be printed in words or on a card." Chelsea smiles sheepishly. "Oh yeah, tell me more." Peter stands, goes to Chelsea and holds her hands. What is your take concerning Peter and Chelsea's relationship? You'd get to know as the story continues to unfold. Hopefully, the moral lesson will be of great help to your families. Thanks and God bless you. To be continued from part 2.